Hello everyone and welcome back to this week's episode of Upate News. Today we will be primarily covering the Packing Heat page downloadable content. As always, first let's have a look at this week's teaser. Isn't that interesting? Just like last week, please bear in mind that these are all still not final products and may be changed in the coming weeks before the public gets this update. These items were previously only available to look at on the store page over on Steam, and we'll be covering them in that order. Just before we do that though, we have a previously unconfirmed piece of information about a block. Until now, it has been uncertain whether or not the modern stabilizer was going to be a free block or a paid block, but now it is officially free. So this block right here, you'll be able to get at no extra cost. With that said, let's now take a look at the blocks you will need to pay to use, and we'll go in the same order that they appear in the Steam page, so it is hopefully a little easier to follow, which means our first item is the propeller engine. As you can see, it is quite a large block and it produces a lot of power to go with its size. Our next item is the Flamethrower. Many players have been asking for a block that works to this effect for a long time, and for this update, we finally get one. I think it was worth the wait because it is fantastic. Following that, we have another banger. So far, I think we're 3 for 3 on bangers. Leave a like if you agree. On the store page, this one is called the Torpedo. Very descriptive and distinguishing, considering there are 2 other blocks with the word torpedo in them coming in the same update. This block can be fired from absolutely anywhere, but bear in mind that the torpedo explodes immediately with no delay after being spawned whenever it comes into contact with terrain, players, or their creations. For now, it is unbearably slow, but looks pretty cool. After that, we have the small tank cannon. Personally, this one is my favorite weapon in the whole pack. On its own, it has the sensational characteristic of being able to sit somewhat flush on the end of a 1x1 barrel, making it perfect for tanks. For me though, this is special because it's relatively easy to stack with things like a piston glitch to make for a great explosive burst rifle. Next, we have the 3 proximity fused item dispensers, the landmine, sea mine, and depth charge dispensers. In their concept, they are quite similar, but in their use cases quite different. They all have a configurable detection range, and one player can only fire 5 of each at any given time, but their similarities end there. The landmine sits there and waits to detect the vehicle that drives by. The sea mine essentially does the same, but instead floats on the surface of water, and the depth charge slowly sinks in water until it either detects a creation or hits terrain above or below water, by which point it will explode. Finally, we have the retro stabilizer, much like the modern one, but slightly different. And before I wrap this up, your leak for this week is a tease for the Frontline DLC, which looks like this. I cannot cover this any more than I am already, because anything I say will just leak it even more, and I don't want to do that. And on that bombshell, it is time to end. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been the second Upate news for PvP Part 2, covering the Packing Heat DLC. See you all next time.